You can do this, Giggles. Why won't you spin jump today? It's like the most random times not to spin jump. So what I think I'm going to do is this is going to be a no reset run, just so I can have a complete run. And then we will go from there. So whatever happens, happens. It's pretty early in the stream for me to be saying no reset, but I kind of want to finish a run. I've had more dead runs than finished runs in the last 2 weeks, so it'll be good to get one under the belt. I just did a warm-up run because I was barely coherent when I woke up. And I ended up dying at Dragon. And then because I shoot down, because I had a couple minutes after that, I just did climb again, and that was it. So, I normally don't do a lot of practice, because I'm not doing any new strategies, really. I'm doing the same stuff, but my movement is getting better as I complete runs. So I've just been trying to get complete runs. Oh, yeah, to get this time, that's a difficult question to answer, because like I said, I don't do a lot of practice, I just do a lot of runs. And I didn't start any percent until after I got the goal I had for Hundo. So you could say most of my Hundo time was my practice for this category, because that's where I learned a lot of my movement. That is the climb I wanted. That is the parlor I wanted. I just didn't have the pit room that I wanted. So, you know, over the course of 7 weeks, I pushed my hundo time from a 147 to a 129, or a sub 130. So there was 7 weeks of practicing that, and then, I mean, I've been doing this for maybe 3 weeks tops. So you could say 10 weeks of practice, but only 3 weeks really in this category. I don't know how well that answers your question, but that's about the most accurate answer I can give, I think. Like, even for 100%, I haven't used any new strategies to... I mean, there are a couple things where I'm like, oh, using what I already know, I can do that. But, like, I haven't learned any complicated tricks like Ice Clip for Spring Ball or Baby Skip. I've just been using what I know and rolling with it. Yeah, that was all really clumsy. No quick drops. Is it really a gold? That didn't feel like a gold. But I'm not gonna argue it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, until you get a pretty fast time, there's almost no point in learning new strategies when just improving your movement will save you a lot of time. Like I said, I cut 18 minutes off my hundo PB just with improving my movement. And honestly, I'm shooting for a 54. But a 53 is very easily possible, just with movement improvements. I'd honestly venture to say that with some movement improvements, I could get a 52. So, I mean, it depends on who you ask. Some people will say you should practice a lot, like Sephi spends more time practicing than running. And then you've got some people who say just work on movement, because movement is the biggest time washer and time gain you're going to have in this game. Because if you have good movement, you can save a lot of time. If you have bad movement, you're gonna be wasting a lot of time. yeah, I mean, it's when you first get back into it, there's a lot of rust to shake off. Like, even the world record holder for this category right now, he's de-rusting so that he can start doing runs because he hasn't run in a couple weeks. So like, I know my first run of this game when I came back, or I hadn't played it since I was a kid. And my first run of this game, I got, oh, what was it? A 2-hour, 1-minute hundo speedrun. And granted, that was after watching a lot of speedruns, because I had seen them at GDQs on YouTube and stuff like that. But, you know, my first complete run was a 2-hour, 1-minute run. And that was with the intention of going as fast as possible. Like, that wasn't just doing a Let's Play. I took a little bit of time to learn the route before I finished the run. And I bonked. Yeah, learning the route is an important first step. Because if you don't know where you're going, that's... from a speedrunning perspective, that's going to eat up a lot of time. From a casual perspective, that's fine. I mean, it gives you a chance to explore. And I mean, you know, even if you have a 4-hour speed run, you got to remember everybody starts somewhere, and not everybody starts in the same place. All you got to do is, if you want to speed run it, commit the time, get some runs in. I mean, and that's the first thing, is get a time on the books so you have a starting point, something to improve on, and then set goals piece by piece. You know, like when I first started, I knew I wanted to get a sub 130 in hundo, but that wasn't my first goal. You know, I wanted to get sub 2 hours after my first run, and then I bopped that with a 147. Then real life happened, I had to take a break, and I came back. I'm like, okay, 130 is the goal, but I have baby steps along the way. You know, don't... It's like that, there's some adage about SMART goals being measurable, attainable, having a time constraint to them so that you know what your time frame is. It's just make sure that you're doing it step at a time. Because, I mean, it's like if you're running at my time of 55 and your goal is to get a 42, you're going to have a lot of frustration because you're not going to get there in a while. So just make sure that whatever you set as your goal, it's something that you can attain and work towards it. And that's about all the sage advice I can give. I know I went off on a bit of a tangent there while I was doing the split, but... Are you interested in getting into speedrunning this game? No. there goes my time save. Avoiding doing League. I haven't played League in a long time. I mean, I had a lot of fun with it, because, you know, I was an old-school MOBA player. I did original Dota and Warcraft 3, and then Dota All-Stars and Frozen Throne. So when I heard Ice Frog was working on League of Legends, I was excited for it, and I even played on my college league team, but I just... It doesn't interest me anymore. I kind of got burnt out on it, you know, so I went back to MMOs and then started speedrunning and just kind of went from there. That was a sloppy morph maze. Oh my god. Morph maze, please. Probably lost a good 2-3 seconds there. Okay, that's a thing. Oh, I jumped way too early. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be saving any time here. I might be behind, actually. Right on pace. Oh my god, I bounced. Alright, rip time save. Oh my god. This trick is not that hard. There goes all the marbles. I can salvage this at Fantoon, but that's assuming I get a 2-round. I wanted to be ahead by a bit at Fantoon so that I didn't have to stress about Dragon as much. Man, that sucks. It's no different than any other short hop either, I just botched it. Oh, I wanted that super. I stepped too far forward. Whatever. It works. Yeah, that's gonna be a hefty time loss. Aside from missing that that short hop, that was actually good movement all the way through. And then I have crap getting out of there because I missed the D-boost. See how Fantoon goes. I have a bit of time to save here. If I can get a decent 2-round. Yeah, I want you to. that might be too low. I don't want the missiles. Okay. Really? Since when can I not two-tap? Please. Alright, Pantune. Be kind. Or no. Alright. Not as far ahead as I'd like to be, but I can work with it. That's at least a good starting spot. And my health is good enough for me to do the attic spark. I just hope I can hit the attic spark, because missing it costs quite a bit of time. Jump! Not quite. It was my personal best, but I don't have a video for the splits I'm running against. I know I hit you. Why are you not dead? Because I didn't get the right frame on you. Yeah, so that was 55:35. My personal best right now is a 55:28, but since I don't have a video for the 55:28 because I forgot to record it, I'm just running the 55:35, so I have a PB video there. They're close enough in time for it to not, or for it to be okay as a comparison. Okay. Okay. would have preferred some health there, but I can work with full power bombs. There are worse things to have than full power bombs. No! That's more than enough health. In fact, I'm probably going to get even more health here. Thank you. I didn't get a spin jump there because reasons. Oh my god, please. Yep. And now I'm short a super. That's the one thing I didn't need, was a bunch of health. I'll have to stop and farm. It was almost a good bot win too if I got that last super shot in. Alright, Dragon, be kind. Not quite the ideal kill I was looking for, but it could have been much worse. And I didn't get a single super, so I have to farm and cack out now. Hi, Shadow. Everybody say hi to Shadow. She's gonna meow. Because that's what she does. Meow. Oh, my cat knows better to get on the than to get on the desk. Thanks, Toasty. I think I've got enough health to take North route. Down, please. I'd like another super, but I think I have enough to get to Metal Pirate Room. No, wrong room. Here we go. That's where I want to do this. There. And I'm not going to backtrack for that super. Not what I was hoping for. Worst room in the game, please. Not for them. It's actually for Ridley, because it does more damage with ice. And I'm getting ready to fight Ridley. I didn't get any good super drops from them. What the heck? I lost count. Please be dead. Please pick me up. Okay. Oh boy. I'm pretty sure I have all the ammo I need until Turian. The extra super helps. And the extra power bomb helps. I can actually get some more power bombs right here. I'm not going to turn down a free super job. That's just... It's like being in Russia and turning down vodka. It's just not right. So that's a thing that happened. And I jumped too early. And full supers. Minus the one that I need right here. Where I can accidentally tab to missiles, that works too. Oh, too late on the jump. Okay. Turian we go. Facing right, optimal. 40 frames saved. What? Okay. Rinkas and their silly hitboxes. Please be dead. Thank you. Missed a few shots there, but nah. This cutscene's just so sad, you know? Makes me tear up a little bit. Poor baby Skip. She dead. It's actually a better Mother Brain 3 than I usually have. Mother Brain 2 was kind of sloppy, but 3 was good. The lag in that room is real. forgot to shine spark. Or store the spark, whatever. I don't know terminology anymore. It's a good thing I know how to short charge, or else that would have been pretty ugly. $54.28. There it is. Thank you, thank you. Thanks, Dwayne. Hey, and I'm sorry to hear about the news on your end, man. I hope you're hanging in there all right. I can't believe that was a full minute faster than my previous PB. I need to say that I'm going to have no reset runs more often, because as soon as I said that, here we are. Yeah. Thanks, Gallon. Yeah, it just kind of happened. Just let me know how everything's going, man. Like I said, I feel for you. So, sorry to hear about the news, but I'm glad you could catch the 54, and I hope you're able to handle what's going on. I wasn't paying any attention. Did any of you catch the in-game time, or do I need to roll this back to find it? I mean, I don't have a problem rolling it back to find the in-game time. I'm just curious if any of you saw it. I'm containing myself. I'll check IGT later, no worries. This means that I hit both of my goals and I can move on to GT Classic. I'm okay with that. Dear Force. 54.28, man. Well, I mean, you look at my splits, you can see how ridiculous yesterday was. All good, man. Have a good rest of your day. Glad you were at least able to pop in. I mean, if you look at my splits, because my last PB, I was really far ahead at G4, and I blew everything because I couldn't get Zeb Skip. And here I am. You can see the time difference, because most of my time was lost in my last two, or all of my time was lost in my last two splits. I went from 20 ahead to a minute ahead in Turin alone. So,